everyone, welcome to day 3 of the How Not to Die cookbook challenge. Excuse me, my throat's a little froggy apparently. So I am getting ready for work and I kind of have to leave pretty soon, and I didn't really prepare anything very well. Bad me. So I am going to literally throw some food together, which is totally compliant and going to be spectacularly delicious, I hope. We'll see. So I have an onion chopped up and I'm going to stir fry it in a pan with some umami sauce. So I'm essentially going to make a stir fry-ish. So I'm going to let the onions, actually I'm going to put onions and mushrooms in the pan together at the same time because I want the mushrooms to be very well done, and let them go and let them cook for probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Once that is done and it's starting to cook down and it's getting a little bit browner, I am going to put some other ingredients into my stir fry. So I was going to put kale in there, and yeah, no, the bag of kale that I have smells quite wonderful. Not. So actually it's going to the worms. My husband, I don't think raises worms is the right term, but we have worms in the garage for the compost that they make that he uses in the garden and whatever. So anyway, you have to feed the worms. So that went to feed the worms. No garbage in our house for that kind of stuff. It just all goes out to the worms when it's not able to be put into the bag for like making broth. It works. Anyway, so I'm going to put the onions and the mushrooms in there together with the umami sauce, let that cook. And then I'm going to put in there I got 2 yellow squash. I'm also going to chop up a package of enoki mushrooms because I put enoki mushrooms in everything. And I'm going to put in, I got a salad mix that was only 50 cents, which is in wonderful condition. So I'm going to put all of that, well, not the packet's going in the trash, but all of the cabbage that's in there into it, as well as the little bit of cabbage that's left in this container. So I'm going to put all of that into my stir fry, as well as 2 half cups, so 1 cup of brown rice, and get that all nice and stir fried together and see what that tastes like. I'm hoping that I'm not going to need to do anything beyond flavor wise, because I think that the umami sauce is going to take care of it. I'm not 100% sure, so let me go experiment for a little bit and I will be back with you guys to let you know whether or not this is going to work or not. One way or the other, it's going to be edible. That's just the way it's going to be. We'll see if it's good though. Okay, I'll touch base with you guys in just a little bit. Alrighty guys, so I am done, and this is actually relatively good. So that's really awesome. I think the part that makes this so tasty actually is the fact that I did let the onions cook long enough to get them a little bit browned. Go me, I wasn't impatient. And the yellow squash. Like, I could really taste the yellow squash, and I like cabbage. It's very sweet to me, so I enjoy that in stir fries. But this is actually really pretty good. I put quite a bit of the umami sauce on there though, so probably about 4 tablespoons. It's very good. Okay. Sorry, cabbage is chewy. So I also put in here, what did I not take? Oh, I put in a can of pinto bean. No, Great Northern beans. Because I thought Great Northern beans would go really well with this type of stir fry. Actually, my husband suggested, and I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So there is no way I'm going to eat this whole thing. Look at this. You see how big that is? Yeah. There's no way I'm going to be able to eat all of that. So, hang on. Okay, I'll just back up. We'll be okay. So I'm not going to be able to eat all of that, but I'm going to take as much of it as I can so that I can get as many of my check marks for the day as I can. The other thing I'm going to take with me is a melon, and I have no idea whether this would count as 2 or 3 pieces of fruit, because 1 medium piece of fruit is a serving. So I'm not sure if this is 2 servings or 3 servings. I'd like to say it's 3, and I'm probably wrong. It's probably 2, but maybe I'll just claim it as being 3. And a serving of raspberries. My husband bought a couple containers of raspberries, and this one is for me. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to eat these, and it's going to be delicious. I hope. I don't know. Depends on if they're in season or not. So, raspberries. Melon, and everything else in a pot. So, umami stir fry. Again, you could put anything in this that you wanted to. I actually, to be honest with you, if I had to do this again, would put in like twice the amount of onions. I put in, my husband chopped up a really good size onion for me, and yeah, I definitely could have used like 2 onions. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to go and pack this up. I have every expectation that this is going to taste just as good warmed up at work as it does now. But I'll let you know in the morning once I've gotten to eating like more than just a taste of it, if it's actually like, ooh, this is really good, you guys should do this, or whether it was, it's okay. But either way, I'll talk to you guys again in the morning, and I hope you're having a good one, and I'm gonna go to work. All right, so obviously I'm home. I'm not at work anymore, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. So I'm home and I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat my melon that I did not eat last night, and I'm going to have another small bowl of the stir fry that I made because it's just hanging out on the stove and I warmed it up and it smells delicious. It's really quite good. Depends on who you are, whether or not you would want it to have a little bit of heat to it, so putting a little bit of a hot sauce type thing on it or some chili pepper in it like it was supposed to have, or jalapeno, whatever. Depends on whether you like that kind of thing or not. I think it's just fine the way that it is. I really like the yellow squash. I really like the mushrooms the onions and mushrooms. Cooking those with the umami sauce on them was really good. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was exercise. So I actually exercised at work last night. So you know how I walk on my lunch break every day? Or if you don't know that, I walk on my lunch break every day. And last night when I went to walk, my phone died, like before I even made it one lap around the hospital. So I went back through the pharmacy and I dropped my phone off, and then I found that I just decided to keep walking anyway, and without the distraction of my phone, I actually walk quite a bit faster than I normally do. So anyway, I walked pretty darn fast for a while. Got warm, which was kind of nice because I'm always freezing. And then when I waited by the time clock to clock back in, I had about 3 minutes left. I did like, I don't know what it's called. You lift your leg out behind you and just kind of pulse it there. So I did that, alternating legs for 15 seconds each, and then alternating back and forth for the 3 minutes. And then I was very sore because I'm a wuss. So, yeah, so I got some exercise in, which feels pretty good. Not as much as I need to, if I'm going to be completely honest with this challenge, but anything is better than nothing, in my opinion. So that's how we're going to deal with that. Yeah, that's it for me for today. I'm going to, I actually left work a little bit early because I'm super tired. It's actually still dark out. But I am going to eat, and I am going to go and get ready for bed, brush my teeth, and floss my teeth, and all that good stuff. I actually have a raspberry seed stuck in one of my teeth, so I definitely need to go floss. And otherwise, that's it for me for today. And I will check back in with you guys again tonight for another day.